Greetings, family. Greetings to one and all. I hope everybody's doing well out there. This is your brother King Simon in the building. I hope everything is good. Whew, man. Yes, baby. I'm still in New York. I'm still in New York. Remember, you're live from the mathematical universe, broadcasting on Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube on all my channels and Twitter X. Let me make sure that my Facebook is going through. I'm going to check my Facebook real quick, family. Don't mind me. I do what I do, and I do it good. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. All right. Let me check my Facebook status. Hold on one second. Edit. Okay. We're going to talk about something briefly. Updates, of course. Making sure everybody's on code. On code. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so Facebook is running. Good. I like my Facebook. How y'all feeling? Where y'all hailing from? Come on, talk to me. Where y'all hailing from? Talk to me. Find out where y'all from. Where y'all at? Mm-hmm. Where y'all at? I'm trying to find a pen. Where did I put the pen at? Put a pen. Okay, other pens here. There you go. Where y'all at? Where y'all coming from? Where y'all hailing from? Let's see who's on the line. Okay. Oh, Los Angeles is in the building. What's up, Los Angeles? Big up to all of y'all from Los Angeles. Big up to, of course, Grand Empress. All right, big up to you. Texas in the building. How you doing, Texas? How's Texas feeling? I haven't been to Texas in a long time, since my birthday, a couple years ago. You know, right before the pandemic, I was in Texas. Right before the pandemic. Tennessee. Haven't been to Tennessee yet. Let's see my Instagram people. Instagram, where y'all hailing from? Which part of the world y'all hailing from? Instagram. Okay, let's see where y'all at. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. So people are coming in from all over the place. Great. Thank you very much. South Carolina. Yeah, I got to get out there to the Kakalakis, man. I got to get out there to South Kakalaki soon. And North Carolina. I want to say happy birthday for one of the brothers, man, that I had on this show, brother Aleem Bey. Today is his birthday. Big up to Aleem Bey. And enough respect to him and his family, his beautiful Empress Khadijah. Remember, family, please like, subscribe, and share. And do remember to support the channel. You can support the channel by going to my website. Let me see, allmylinks.com/King Simon Production. Allmylinks.com/King Simon Production. Or you can circulate your appreciation through www.paypal.me/King Simon or Cash App. That's $ King Simon 3158 if you want to circulate your appreciation. And do remember, please like, subscribe, and share, comment. Okay, we see there's a lot of things going on. And I wanted to just come up here real quick and say something about Dubai. Interesting enough, the word Dubai, Dubai, in the Pythagorean system adds up to a number 1. Adds up to a 19, which equals a 10, which equals a 1 in the Pythagorean, but in the Chaldean system, it adds up to a number 5. In certain systems of numerology, the number 5 and the 1 are challenge numbers to the number 8. Now, I want y'all to pay close attention because I said this before, and I had Lloyd said it also on another show because I had told him about it. I told him to look at Francis Scott Key's birthday. And Francis Scott Key was born August the 1st. Doesn't matter about the year. I'm looking at one of the primary numbers within that birthday, which is the 1st. And what did I say? Number 1 is a challenge to the number 8. And because this year is 2024 and it adds up to an 8, look what happened to Francis Scott Key. And look what happened to Dubai with the floods. We got to think about what is happening in a number 8 year where a lot of the things where 8 is one of those karmic numbers. And remember, the word karma means cause and effect. So whatever the energy of those places, whatever cause they've put out, whether it's good or bad, it will return in an 8-year cycle. And that's what we got to be reminded when we're looking at these frequencies and these numbers. You understand? So those who don't understand that karma is not negative in the sense that we've been taught over the years, but if you understand the etymology or the etymon of why it's karma, or the difference between karma and dharma, the word karma deals with cause and effect. All right? The word karma deals with cause and effect. And if you Google up and find out the difference between the difference between karma and dharma, which I taught that whole thing before, karma and dharma, and I tell people, and the difference between karma and dharma, you'll realize that karma is often interchangeable with dharma, but there is a difference between the two. And I said this, I said, karma results from our past and present action, and those we will perform, while dharma is righteousness or a moral code of living. So we got to always think about what is our karma out there in those streets, and what is our dharma. But are we living righteously? Because the word dharma means righteous, is a righteous and moral code of living. And once we understand the interchangeable breakdowns of those two words, then and it's like karma could be considered like the blood, or dharma could be considered like the blood, and karma could be considered like the veins in one aspect. That's, might be a poor analogy. Forgive me if it's poor. But what I'm trying to say, that if you keep up with the moral codes of righteousness, because I remember sitting with one of my cousins who happens to be a very wise gentleman. Those who know him from back in the day used to set up on Fordham Road, and people used to sit and talk to him and converse with him because he was able to break down certain wisdoms and knowledge. He was one of us in the Ansarullah community. His name was Sully. He's still alive doing his thing, and we haven't spoken in a long time. But I remember him saying to me, because him and I always got into deeper conversations, which I do miss, because sometimes your relative that are of that same yoke. All of us joined the Ansarullah community under Imam Isa back in the day, who y'all may know as Dr. York today. But back in those days, in the 80s, because he was so wise at what he said and what he did and what he studied, my cousin fasted for 99 days. Before he went into the community, he fasted for 99 days, or it was after one of those. But he fasted for 99 days. And every day, he dhikred the one of the attributes of Allah. Because remember, the Nuwapian community comes from the Ansarullah community that was once a Muslim community of men and women dressing in all whites. So he used to dhikr, and dhikr is a chant in Arabia, chanting, but he was, remember, the Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Qudus. So first day all the way to the 99th day, but every day he chanted each one of those attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He chanted those things. And at the end of the 99th day, not only fasting 99 days, but just probably breaking fast one after sunset, eating a light meal, water. Of course, he got a little thinner and all that, drinking a lot of water, but drinking water towards night and all that. But he did not eat throughout the day, but he broke down. The incredible dream that he had or astral travel of his body breaking up into multitudes of atoms and molecules. He described it to a T. And it's very important that, and why I'm stating that is because that was Dharma. Put it like that. That was Dharma because it was a righteous moral code of living that he chose to do for 99 days. That is what we call Dharma. But karma is when you may have put something out there and it comes back. That's why karma results from our past and present actions. So whatever action you put out there, you got to be very careful because it will come back like a boomerang. And the word karma in one of the systems of numerology adds up to a number 26, which is an 8. And 8 is a karmic number. It's a boomerang effect that comes back and smack you right in your face if you're not careful. And me having a hey, what's up, family? How you doing? Holistic Master Iridologist in the building. Give her some kudos. This sister tore the place up. She is a part of the team, so show her some love. Big up to Ethro. What's up, Ethro? Thank you very much for coming up. Rainwater, how you doing, Rainwater? Thank you for coming up. So we have to know the difference. Although karma and dharma has often been used for interchangeably, as if it was the same word, it is not the same word. There are differences. And today's brief subject, because I'm not on my chalkboard right now today, because I'm here with my mother. My mother's birthday is going to be on the 21st of this month. She's celebrating 85 years. So she's still 84, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm 57 and 5 and 7 equals that 12. And she's 84 and 8 plus that 4 equals 12. And so very interesting. So she's about to turn 85 and happy birthday to her. The chalk, I said, a numerovational perspective will return in a week. So by the time when I get back into town, because I was going to stay for Riza and all that kind of stuff, but I can't. I have so much things to do in Georgia. A tree limb fell down. It almost hit the neighbor's house, and I want to make sure everything is well. And why I say the chalkboard will never be the same again, because the way I teach from a chalkboard perspective, old school chalkboard perspective, not just coming on the computer and writing script and typing and all that, because when you write things, you are putting your soul behind it. You are putting your energy behind it. You're putting your spirit behind it. That's why if you write a love letter to yourself of how much you love yourself, or what you always wanted your parents to say to you, or what you feel or felt that your inner soul or your inner energy feel about yourself and I tell some of my clients that I see that love frequency is lacking, I will tell them, right, look in the mirror. And I'm in front of 2 mirrors right now. Y'all can't see that, but I'm in front of 2 mirrors. Look into your eyes and see, write what you would want to say to yourself from another perspective, from your inner being. And even if you start snotty nose crying, go ahead. I have done this. I've done poetry and all of that in regards to myself, which I more than likely will put out one day. But you'll be surprised what your inner soul and spirit would say to itself. I was so surprised. And of course, it becomes a roller coaster of rides and a roller coaster of emotions, because you're thinking about your parents, you're thinking about the sister, you're thinking about the little scars that you had on your head. I got a scar on my nose that my sister did to me years ago. We was young, and she chopped me on top of my head with a mirror when I was younger, and she was my younger sister. So she, playing and all that, got hit in my nose, all that kind of stuff. You remember those. You'll remember the tumultuous moments, but you remember the fun moment. So, and like I said, and like Brother Panic and Brother Bobby Hemmett and many people in the metaphysics community has said, we learn through trauma, repetition, and symbolism. So that trauma have always stuck with me. And maybe I've had a little problem, an issue with my sister, even joining in with the crowd, calling me black and, calling me out of my, instead of a child of God. Maybe I had problems with that, people calling me using, and my sister joining in. She did the same thing. She might not remember that, but, and she might remember it. But sometimes our own family can follow with those that are biased and hateful towards you, and that could bring that. So I had to really develop a true love for myself. And many of you out there are trying to do that, a true love for yourself, not just saying I love myself and I'm this and chanting these, but really writing and putting it down. So one of the reasons why I do the chalkboard lessons that y'all see me do freely on Instagram or YouTube, and many of you enjoy it, and many of you book sessions around it, and I like to do sayings and all that. The reason why I do that is because I know words are power. And like I said at the event, and I've said many times before, about we was taught that sticks and stones will break our bones, but names will never hurt us. It is totally false. Yes, sticks and stones will break our bones, but yes, being called a name, whether you're being called fat, black, light, damn near white, whatever you're doing, whatever you call a drunk, call an asshole, whatever you're being called, if you're being called that from a child, all the way till you reach a certain, so in your formative years, if you hold on to that stuff, it will carry along with you until you are either encouraged to do something different and flip the script or inundating yourself with positive people and positive messages around you and allowing yourself to receive compliments and all that kind. At one time, I found it hard to receive compliments until dear Queen of Four said, King Simon, she shushed me. Queen of Four shushed me and said, King Simon, just receive it. We want to give it to you. But if I'm going to go like this, as soon as you say something, I say, my sister is just, I'm a reflection of you. I throw it back on you. Or I'll say, no, it's what I'm supposed to do. Instead of just being quiet and saying, I receive that. I receive. So some of us find it very hard to receive love and accolades and from anybody, because of due to what the parents have taught you, what you went through, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunts, your uncles, all of that. So sometimes we do have to sit down and write a serious love letter to ourselves. A serious love letter to ourselves. And like I said, really get snotty nose with it. Really get snotty nose with it. Really cry sometimes. Sometimes you got to let it out. Big up to Harriet Tubman, the birthplace of Harriet Tubman, of course, Maryland. Before I move on, there's something coming to the DMV area y'all might want to check out this weekend, tomorrow actually, and that's Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mirra Kwesi will be at the E-Life restaurant. Big up to my brother, Dr. Baruch, out there tomorrow, April the 20th. All right. Tomorrow, we're going to go there with Love Frequency. Make sure if y'all out there in the DMV area, make sure y'all go over there with Love Frequency, because tomorrow is Luther Vandross. It's also Adolf Hitler's birthday. So go with the love, not the hate. Go with the love, not the hate. All right? Go with the love, not the hate. Ashra Kwesi and Mirra Kwesi is going to be in the DMV area. Okay, so make sure y'all support my brother, Dr. Baruch, out there, E-Life, the eternal, I think it's Everlasting Life restaurant. So, and lecture hall. I'll be coming there soon too. So big up. I know him and I are trying to negotiate some dates, maybe on my way back, but I want to bring a team with me. I actually want to bring Dr. Shakira Moore with me to actually teach on iridology. If she's down, I will make sure I'll contact the brother, and her and I can share the wealth over there, because I love what she did recently. I love what Mama Ella did. I love what Adara Moselle did. But because the DMV is a little closer to Dr. Shakira, I want to expose her a little bit more on another energy, and Adara, fantastic. They did something wonderful this past weekend with Ma'a and Lloyd Strayhorn and Unc Riser's son and Sister Kafunya and everybody. Everybody did a wonderful job. Everybody was at top-notch presentation. It was a top-notch presentation with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Top-notch presentation. So, moving on, and why I say the chalkboard will never be the same again, because many of us back in school days used to get used to the blackboard, the white chalk on the blackboard. And when I pinpoint words like Dubai, my spirit, when Dubai got flooded, the first thing I said, let me go to the numbers. Let me consult the numbers on why Dubai is receiving something, not just on a natural level, a desert being flooded. Please put that together. A desert being flooded. Please put that together in your mind. A desert being flooded with torrential rain. With torrential rain that would usually they got flooded with torrential rain that usually would take 2 weeks to do within 2 to 3 days. And what did I say? The word Dubai. Now, they was founded, the place Dubai was founded on, let me see, Dubai. I did Google up the Dubai. Dubai was founded, was founded in what year? They say 1833 was when Dubai was founded, so they said. Okay, and when you add that 1 plus that 8 plus that 3 plus that 3, and plus that 3, you have 9, then you have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The number 15 is called the number of the devil. Lived backwards, devil frontwards. Because of its founding date, Dubai, because of its founding date, not its building date, because there was a building period in the 70s that took place, but because of the founding date of Dubai that adds up to 15. Remember, 15 is the number of spirituality battling with the material world. There's something that's not right over there in Dubai. Something is not going on, because when I did the word Dubai, it added up to 19 in one system and then added up to 14 in another system. And the number 19 and 14 in compound numerology are karmic numbers. Remember, the major karmic numbers is 13, 14, 16, and 19. I say 18 also, from my perspective. I say 18 also, but the consensus is that 13, 14, 16, and 19 are considered karmic numbers. The word Dubai in the Chaldean adds up to a 14, and the word Dubai in the Pythagorean adds up to a 19. 2 karmic numbers according to compound numerology. 15 is the devil card in tarot. So there's something going on that this had to happen mathematically. Spraying the crowds. That's one. That's not. There's a lot of not just that happening. There's much more going on there. We already know what they're doing. There's much more going on there. There's a lot of secret stuff going on in there that could cause Dubai to go through some more dangerous times. I'm just saying, you're going to say you heard it first right here with King Simon, but according to the numerology of it, according to the study and the science of numbers, yes, spraying is a major problem. But a lot of people don't know the word disaster adds up to a number 5 too. In one aspect, it adds up to 23, and in another aspect, it adds up to 32. And 5, 14, 23, and 32 are magical numbers. If you read, where's my book at? If you go into my book, or did I bring, I didn't bring Kiro's book with me. I didn't bring Kiro's book. But if you go into my book, just with the number 14 that it adds up to, in my book, 14 is a symbol of mental foundation. Again, I said it's a karmic number. And when I go down to the karmic challenges that faces a 14, it deals with the stubbornness and imbalance and being too rigid and unadaptable and lack of certain things, lack of certain confidential energies. And it is known as, in the tarot deck, it's called the Temperance. It depicts a person or the angel Michael able to pour water of life from one cup into another cup without spilling its precious fluids. In other words, adaptation and coordinations are necessary factors for the number 14. So, somebody says it's a New Atlantis. I don't know about that. That's not for me to break down that. But in the number 19, in my book, I talk about what it means. It's known as the sun number, and it's a number that deals with, it's another karmic number. It's another highly favorable number on one end, but also a number of manipulation and sometimes arrogant and instability on another end. So again, the word Dubai in the Pythagorean adds up to a number 19, which is a 10, which is a 1. And we know 10 is a wheel of fortune number, but it can go both ways, both evil, both positive and negative. The number 10. Number 14, again, is also a karmic number. So the word Dubai is on that frequency. It might say goodbye. You keep on messing around, it's going to say goodbye instead of Dubai. Let me put it like that. If they keep on messing around over there, it's going to say goodbye, not Dubai. It's going goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And it will be wiped off of this planet. People be playing with most Mother Nature. But Mother Nature and Father Time works together. And where Mother Nature might start erupting and doing what she does, Father Time is just waiting patiently and saying, okay, let them do what they do, Mother. You know what to do when it's time. And those are the type of things that reminds all of us that our ancestors are working behind the scene. No matter what's going on with the wars and all that kind of stuff, whatever Israel and Pakistan is doing and all that, and Iran and all that stuff is going on, those little nuances that might happen while this is going on reminds us that Mother Nature and Father Time is working together. It's like, we got time for this. Matter of fact, we've been here billions of years before y'all. We got time. Mother Nature's like, yeah, I've been here longer than all of you people on this planet. Me and Daddy got time. It's Big Mama and Big Daddy. People keep on thinking it's only about Big Mama. It's Big Mama and Big Daddy. I know you hear people like Rod Hayes saying Big Mama. No, it's Big Mama and Big Daddy. But time is an element. Like Dr. Phil would say, is both of them working together, never negating the two. It's balance happening. And I'm never going to just give it to Big Mama and not give it to Big Daddy. I got to give him the balance. So don't negate Big Daddy. Big Daddy is the one that watches Big Mama's back and stay in the cut and like, okay, let me show you what's going to happen. Give it time. Give it time. Because any man knows, most men will stay quiet and let their wife mouth off sometimes. So, yeah. Or sometimes mama would just step to the back and let daddy take care of the business, especially when it gets too overly crazy, And once we see mama is about to turn up, daddy silence and then go into soldier mode. That's what daddy does. So when Big Mama nature, and Big Daddy time comes together and put that energy on the whole world, watch, because it's a matter of time. It's a matter of Big Daddy time that Mother Nature is doing what you're doing. It's a matter of time. Everything is a matter of time. Time heals and time can destroy. That's why most of us get older and start getting decrepit over time. And then nature starts to take it with time. Everything starts to start sinking down and falling, and you start getting all kinds of aches and pains and all that kind of stuff. It's real. So respect to Big Mama and respect to Big Papa. I'm not talking about Omar Johnson or not talking about Notorious B.I.G. Hell no, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking Big Mama Nature and Big Papa time, because it only happens within time. It only happens within time. Yes. That's an old saying. They say time will heal, but what if time is the illness? Remember, time heals. And you're right. But people within time develop an illness also. Ask Dr. Shakira Moore. The illness don't just pop up on you. The illness starts developing over time. And then you might need a Dr. Shakira Moore or Dr. Laila Africa or Dr. Sabi to reverse the effects of the illness within time. So time is still necessary. Time is still necessary on both ways, reversing or developing the illness. So I can't wait to get back on the chalkboard to start talking about these words that has energy and power and sound to it. Can't wait to get back on. I can't wait to get back on. So right now, like I said, I'm in New York with my mother. Family is converging to support her 85th birthday. I know on her 90th birthday is going to be a big ass party. So we got 5 years for that. Now, think about this. Her father, my mother's father, transitioned at 103, heading into 104th birthday. He was 103. Interesting. So she has longevity. She's still walking and she's still gardening. She's still doing her thing. We went and go bought some plants the other day. We went to get some peppers and some seeds and all kinds of stuff today to go get, because she likes to go shopping. So I walked over there to go get it. And she walked like her father, moving. It's just that her father did not walk with a cane. That's the difference. I wish I could share that video of him walking around the house at 99 years of age. Where is that video? I got to go look it up. One day I'm going to show you my grandfather before he transitioned, walking around the house, checking the plumbing in the house, around the house at 99 years of age. My grandfather, before he transitioned at 103. I taped him. And I put it up on YouTube on one of my channels, one of my old channels. So it's important, family, that y'all stay vigilant, y'all stay upbeat, be happy, be jovial, but be prepared. Whatever they throw out there to try to bring your frequency down to a lower level, don't accept it. Because what happened is, like Riza Islam said on our show, because of this apparatus called the computer in our hands, we get messages and news quick, fast in a hurry. real fast in a hurry. So we also get depressed real fast in a hurry also. Yeah, because this apparatus is inundating our mindset and is causing us to also go down the road of depression. So we got to be a little bit more mindful of what we're doing and how we're doing with these things. Got to be a little bit more mindful, you know, and be willing, and be willing to listen to things that keep you motivation. Keep you motivated. I listen to Reverend Ike every day. I might binge on Reverend Ike. I might binge on Wayne Dyer. I might binge on Ian Levazan. I might binge on Eric Thomas certain days to keep my mind right, especially early in the morning as soon as I get up. I had a very interesting dream about Minister Farrakhan this morning. And I was working behind the scenes with Minister Farrakhan. We were setting up the stage and everything, but there was some wood that was set up and they fell by mistake. And Minister Farrakhan looked at all of us that was setting up. He said, I wrote it down. It's on my book. Where's my book? Oh, man. But he said something that triggered me. And I was like, oh, man. Where's my book? Oh, here it is. I gotta repeat this. I gotta say exactly what he said in the dream. Minister Farrakhan, it was his voice. I know it was his voice. He said, Minister Farrakhan said, I told y'all to set up the most important stuff on the stage. That's what he said. I told y'all to set up the most important stuff on the stage. That was what he said. I haven't finished breaking it down yet, but what my interpretation says, him, a minister, administering us and saying to set up the most important part. He was talking to all the men because all the men were setting up the stage and setting up the background. He was talking to the believers as a prep before people came in, and we were setting up the stage. And mind you, I'm not even an active member in the Nation of Islam anymore right now, and so for me to dream about that was very interesting because it's an indication of something in my past telling me what I need to do for the future. That's what it's doing for me because that's my dream. And then when you're dreaming about somebody like Minister Farrakhan, mind you, I'm in a number 11-year cycle right now. I'm born February 1st, 2 + 1 + 2024. When you add that up, it adds up to 2036. And when you add 2 + 1 + 2024, it adds up to 2027. I'm sorry, 2027. And 2 + 0 + 2 + 7 = 11. Minister Farrakhan is born May 11th. Minister Farrakhan is born May 11th. So for me to dream about somebody born on May 11th, and I'm in 11 personal year cycle, it's an indication of what's by world stage. Yes, that's Sabrina. That's exactly what I got to prepare for. Because I think I was like the only one that turned and listened to what he was saying. World stage, because I know I'm about to do some more filming with Billy Carson, and I know we're about to do the award show and all that kind of stuff. We're about to do the second annual category. I'm television host. I want all of y'all to vote for me, of course. Y'all can vote more than once. You can vote every day, as long as you just vote every day. Keep on voting for me and whoever else is on the category. Brother Rich is there. So yes, world stage is exactly what I thought about. That's one of the reasons. Thank you very much for even reminding me of that. World stage. And I know, but he says, put the most important. That's what I got from it. So whatever message I got, that's why I do these chalkboard lessons right here for y'all to understand the importance of words and sayings and different slogans and all that kind of stuff. He said, I told y'all to set up the most important stuff on the stage. Then I woke up. That's why I wrote it down in my book. Then I woke up. I woke up after he said that. So it was a very important part. A very important part of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Very important part is a very important message when I get somebody born on the 11th, which remember the number 11 is the number of spiritual awareness, spiritual awakening, seeing things that other people don't see. And it's also the equilibrium between the physical and the spiritual realm. Very important. You know what I'm going to do? Let me see if my family wants to do this today. I want to see if y'all want to do something like this today. Maybe y'all want to come up and talk to your brother real quick. And put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. Since I'm not in the regular mode, I'm feeling good. It's 8:54. If you want to come on live, you can cam up. I want you to cam up. Don't play with me. Come on, cam up. Get your lighting right. Come on and cam up and let's talk. Let's talk about your numbers real quick and what you want to motivate, what you're motivated to do. And hey, if you can send a donation, please, by all means, do a donation. I'm going to put the link in the chat real quick. Hold on one second. Let me put the link in the chat real quick. And if y'all want to cam up, hey, cam up and do it. Let's do it till you're satisfied. You know, you love my series. Thank you very much, Miss Herbs. Thank you very much. Cam up. Cam up. Put the link in here right now. Cam up. And let's talk. Let's talk before I get off. If anybody wants to cam up, I know from all over the world. Let's talk. I know I don't usually do this now. This is a treat. This is a treat. When I talk about camming up and coming to hang out with King Simon, this is a treat, just like Brother Rich did. And I like that Brother Rich do that too, with Dr. B and Phil Valentine. So if y'all want to cam up with me, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Let me just make sure I pin it to the top of the chat, or just I'm put the link in the chat. I'm not going to pin it. Here we go. All right. So anybody want to cam up? The link is there. The link, you can hit any one of those links. And let's get it in, because I'm one of those people. We get it in, Oh man, if you want to come on the link is right there. No. We're not doing all that. If you can't cam up, sorry, I'm not doing it with you. I like people to come on up and make it interactive. I'm not going to do what Lloyd does. I'm different. I'm a different person here now. So if y'all going to cam up, let's be real and cam up. Let's be real and cam up and see who comes up on the link is in the link is right there. If you want to cam up, if you're bold enough, this ain't Sonetta TV, so you don't have to worry about me disrespecting your religion and none of that kind of stuff. I don't do that. I'm not doing all of that. Cam up, let's talk. And I'm not talking just about your birthday. I want what you really motivated to do, and stop playing with yourself. Sometimes we just verbally masturbate what we're going to do, and masturbation is supposed to create something. It's supposed to be manifestation if you're going to do any masturbation. For real. So if you want to come on the links, the link is in the chat right now. The link is in the chat 3 times. I might just pin one of the links in the chat. Those who want to come up, cam up, and hang out with their brother real quick and see if they want to really talk. Okay. Come on, if you want to cam up. Pray 7. Cam up. If you want to come in, do it. Let's do it till you're satisfied. Like I said, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm here to, if I know something, I know it. If I don't know it, I tell you I don't know. Simple as that. That's how simple it is. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Easy like Sunday morning. Thank you very much for sending me some love. Pray 7. That's why I'm easy I'm easy like Sunday morning. So if you want to cam up, come on. You donated $49.99, so $49.99. You might as well come on and cam up, get your lighting together, and let's talk. Let's be about it, because that's all it's all about, being about it. And sometimes you gotta. Sometimes people need to talk to each other. Not just I don't, and I tell people I don't read numbers. Please don't call me a reader. Don't call me a reader. I don't read people's numbers. I'm a consultant. I advise you on how to activate your numbers and put them to work. But you got to be willing to do the work. Say that again. I advise and ask you to put your numbers to work, but you got to be willing to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, don't book no session with me. I really don't waste my time, because I don't like to waste people's time. I don't like to waste people's time. So people want to book my session, please text me your full name and date of birth if you want to book a real intimate consultation 30-minute session. And sometimes I go over 5-10 minutes, depending on how the energy is. But it's, it really works if you make it work. Say it again. It really works if you make it work. Real time. You've got to do it. And because I'm born under that number 1 frequency, I say what I mean and mean what I say, even in my sessions. Let me say it again. I say what I mean and mean what I say, even in my session, because some of y'all need deliberate, straight to the point talk. And I might drop an F-bomb or a cuss word in between all these sessions. And if you get emotional, that's you getting emotional instead of taking the message and not being. Because at one time, let me tell you a brief story. Me and Bobby Hemmett, and even Panic. I did not get used to Bobby Hemmett. I see somebody in the background. I'm going to bring you up right now, sister. Hold on one second. Let me just tell this story about Bobby Hemmett real quick. Bobby Hemmett and Panic, they used to throw out the cuss words all the time. Every few words was cussing. And because I was coming out of a Nation of Islam religious background of not cussing and doing all that kind of stuff, and coming from a family that don't do a lot of that cussing, guess what? I didn't accept their message in the early 80s or 90s, especially Bobby Hemmett. I didn't accept their message until later in mid 90s, after I left the Nation and all that kind of stuff. So that's when I took it on. And I said, you know what? I got to listen to the message and not the messenger, because the messenger is just saying it the way he liked to say it. And then to come to find out, Bobby Hemmett is born November 28th. And that 2 and that 8 equals 10, which is 1 and 28. That 1 says, he says what he mean to me, what he say, keep it moving. And Brother Panic is born 4/25, but Bobby Hemmett being his teacher, he's mimicking, but yet applying. But I see somebody coming up, Miss Rodriguez. I'm going to bring her up. Miss Rodriguez, how you doing today?
Greetings.
Greetings, Miss Rodriguez. How you doing?
Great, and yourself?
I'm fine. How you feeling today?
Feeling great.
Yes. What are you motivated to do nowadays in your life? What's going on with you?
I'm motivated to start my own business, making my jewelry.
Good. When is your birthday?
September 5th, 1983.
Ah, you born the same day as Loaded Lux, the rapper.
Okay.
You're born the same day as Dr. Supreme Understanding. He wrote dozens of books. He's an author of all time, because 5 is a very brilliant energy, and you got to just be very careful of being scattered and all over the place,
True.
But it's so much that you can do. And you said, what year you born?
1983.
Oh man, and your life path is a number 8. When you add it up, it all breaks down to a number 8. So you're definitely supposed to make money on multiple streams of income, not just one stream. Don't settle for one stream. And you're supposed to be working for yourself, but you need things that's going to motivate you and keep you traveling, moving. You need to move. That's why you're in a car right now. I don't know what's going on.
Living the nomad life at the moment.
I understand. No, that is a number 5. That's a number 5 energy. Nomad is that is a 5 energy, and but your alignment numbers are 14, so you got to be very careful of the karma of number 14, because 14 is still a reminder that you got to be creative, but be disciplined.
Okay.
Got to maintain your discipline. I don't care how much you love your freedom. Sometimes freedom ain't always free, depending on where you at. You can't yell fire in a theater. You free to say it, but if you yell it, you get arrested.
Right.
So you got to know duality, and you got to find discipline in everything you do. So I congratulate. What's the name of your website for your jewelry?
I don't have a website at the moment. I have IG Lovebug Gift Shop.
Love Bug Gift Shop. So make sure you
Yes.
put it in the chat when you get a chance, and I'll show it. You know,
Okay, thank you.
anything else you wanted to say? You good?
It's a pleasure to share space with you, King.
Thank you very much, man. Love Bug Gift Shop. Big up the Love
Yes.
Bug Gift Shop. Thank you very much, beautiful. Okay.
Have a great one.
You too. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's Love Bug Gift Shop. Make sure you support our sister. She's born September 5th. Loaded Lux, brilliant. He always called me Unc. Every time he calls me or texts me about numbers or some sister he dealing with. And that's why I stopped doing a lot of relationship sessions, because people like number 5s, you got to let them be them. You got to let them be them in order for you to keep them. Let them be free. Let them be free. Anybody else want to come up? The link is pinned to the top. If you want to come up, show your love. If you want to come up, only if you're going to come up, only if you want to come up, come on up and let's talk about it. I want to see you up here. And again, I want to thank Pray7 for dropping that super sticker on me. And if you do want to donate, please use Cash App or PayPal. It's on the screen. I think that because, and you could use Super Chat. Super Chat is going to another account, and that account is taking care of other bills. I'm just being real. I have no time for that, but book a session with me. I think you would like it. And I want to remind people this coming tomorrow also in Atlanta, my brothers, Red Pill and Blue Pill, are doing an event. Make sure y'all support Red Pill. Their album release party is coming at the Industry Atlanta. That's 400 Loyola Drive. That's where Brother Rich had his event. That's 420 at 4:20 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. So make sure y'all support our brothers, the Red Pill, which is known as Rich Pill, and of course, Blue Pillar, Pope Pablo. Big up to them, and give them a call to find out more information about it. That's 347-650-0150. Tell them King Simon sent you. I think it's free to get in, if I'm not mistaken, or it might not, but just pull up. Just pull up. It might be free to get in, and you could purchase their CDs through the QR code or something like that, or purchase their music through the QR code. Support Red Pill and Blue Pill all the time. Remember, if you're going to be in Nicholas, Brooklyn, Restoration Plaza, 27th and the 28th of April, the one, the only Riza Islam for Spiritual Legacy 2-day event. Just like I did a 2-day event last week, they're doing a two-day event next week. And then martial arts enthusiasts who want to get into this is one of my teachers, Professor Bill, 80 years old. I wouldn't even try to attack him. He'd break you with one knuckle. That's how good this brother is. Make sure if you want to go to the 2-day workshop that they got going on May 3rd and May 4th, I might come back to New York for that. Because I need to connect. I need to feel some energy. I need to hit the mat a little, get more with my family. That from Sanook is where it all started for me. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is. And Infondici is going to be at Nicholas, Brooklyn on the 11th of May on Minister Farrakhan's birthday. That's going to be powerful. So make sure y'all support Nicholas, Brooklyn on whatever they're doing. Who else want to come and cam up? If you want to cam up with me, come on. If you're on Instagram, you might have to come on over to YouTube. If you're on Instagram, come on over to YouTube if you want to cam up with me. Yeah. That's right. Somebody said that's what happens when you play with forces you don't understand. Velvet Jones. That sounds like an old school name there. Pick up the Velvet Jones on Instagram. I'm watching you. JP Morgan, what's up? JP Justice. Why I keep on calling JP Morgan? JP Morgan's birthday just passed April the 17th. JP Morgan was a student of the metaphysics. Note, we are still hearing about JP Morgan today. He was a student of the metaphysics. That's what Evangelina Adams was his teacher. the astrologer and metaphysics teacher, and go get her book, her biography on when J.P. Morgan was one of his students. She taught J.P. Morgan. That means J.P. Morgan strategically did certain things by using the metaphysical world, whether it's astrology or numerology. More so, she was an astrologer, but you have to use numbers in order to get your astrological equation anyway. You know what I'm saying? So think about that. J.P. Morgan, which is a cotillion right now, and he's been gone for like, let me see, let's see how many years J.P. Morgan's been dead. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Google and find out how many years have J.P. Morgan been dead. You know? Okay, let me see. How many years have J.P. Morgan been dead?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Okay, J.P. Morgan died in 1913. Okay, so think about this. 1913 he died. 2024, take away 1913. He's been dead for 111 years. 111. And we still hear about J.P. Morgan today. That means, and he's born on the 17th, and in numerology, the number 17 is the legacy leaving number. That's a number of leaving a legacy. He has left a legacy for his family. He's been dead for 111 years, 111. Go figure that one out. Just to go and show you. Let's Google up somebody else. What is Mitsubishi's business plan? Let me see if they got. Okay, wait a minute. Does Mitsubishi have a 200-year business plan? There it is. It's up there. These guys. Long-term business. That's what they talk about when Mitsubishi releases long-term business. You got to go Google that up. This joint, Mitsubishi got 200-year plan, about 250-year plan. You know, they're not joking. We joking. They're not joking. We joking. You know what I'm saying? They not joking. We joking. Because at the end of the day, you have to turn your legacy into a dynasty that will go into infinity. Y'all know I always mention that LDI, legacy, dynasty, infinity. Legacy, dynasty, infinity. All right, since nobody else want to come up on the live, I did put the live. I did put the and you know what? I know people are scared to cam up. If you don't want to go on the camera, then don't come on the camera. Don't come on the camera. I'm going to take one more person before I get off. It is now an hour in. I'm going to take one more person. If you don't want to cam up, it's all good, but you do have to come on. I'm not gonna break down your numbers from the chat. If you don't want to cam up, just come on without the camera, and we could deal with that real quick. But I'm gonna take one more person. It's the link is pinned at the top of this broadcast, the top of the chat. So if you do want to come up, come on up. You know. You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome. Hey, but it's been out there, Pray 7. It's been out there much more time. You know, it's been out there. It's out there if we're willing to study. Dr. Africa used to say, Google is our friend. That's what Dr. Africa used to say. But let me break down the numbers to Google. I did this before. Write it down on my paper. Let me break down the numbers to Google. Google. Dr. Africa used to say, Google is our friend. And there was a reason why he said that. But he would also say, cross-reference everything that you also get online too. Don't just settle for that, because back to the old ways of doing things, that was very important to cross-reference. Don't just Google something up and then depend on Wikipedia. Now, Wikipedia information, more times you have to cross-reference it. Usually the beginning part, the first and second paragraph are quite accurate. But when you start getting in, because other people can come on and edit it, you got to be very careful of Wikipedia because other people can come on and edit it also. But when I go to Google now, let me see, 10 plus 10 plus 8 adds up to 28 in the Chaldean system. Let me write that on the board, which is a 10, which is a 1. So it was definitely destined to be successful. The word Google in the Chaldean, in the Pythagorean system, let me see, 7, 6 plus 13 again, plus 8 equals 34. Now, 3 and 4 in numerology are the numbers of communication. Those are two particular numbers of main numbers of communication, 3 and 4, but also 3 deals with a more expansive form of communication. 4 deals with a more technological way of communication. Then it adds up to number 7, which also deals with not only spiritual, but also research. Number 7 is the number of research. So the word Google, that's why I tell people, we Google up things to research. I'm telling you that these people study numerology. Whether it's gematria, whether it's Kabbalah, I'm telling you, just by these words adding up to what they add up to. I can't make this up. If you go on my books or any other books or Lloyd books or different other books, the number 34, which equals a 7, is the number of research, observation, communication, law of attraction. But it's also the number of digging deep and not taking nothing on face value. That's why people will go to Google and Google things up. That's one of the primary search engines in the world today, Google. It adds up to a 28, which is a 10, which is the wheel of fortune energy. Whether good or bad, whether you use it for good or bad, it is still a wheel of fortune energy. So I can't make this stuff up. And then within the Google word, you have the double O's, which in the Pythagorean is the 66. And the number 6 is the number of education. The willingness to educate yourself and expand your mind, because 6 and 6 equals 12, which is a 3. But 66 is the master number of expansion of your mind through education. And then 77 is the spiritual nuances, but it's also the deeper research of digging deep and digging down, even going beyond surface. 77, master spiritual number of adapting to what you receive through Google, because those double O's adds a certain intensity to the word. So anytime you have a name with a doubling letter in it, like application. Thank you very much. Hey, superfood parents, thank you very much. Wheel of Fortune energy. That wheel of Fortune energy is real. Wheel of Fortune energy is real. Thank you very much for sharing that gift. It's real to understand these things. So don't be afraid to get a numerovational session with your brother. And I will look for all the double letters and the double numbers. I look for the master numbers. Sometimes I even, if my spirit says to go there that you might need it, I'll look for the angel numbers in your name also. I got no problem looking for the angel numbers in your way, because there's a certain method that I choose to use to find the angel numbers in people's names, so we can go to the angel books and go and refer to the angel books in your name so you can use it. Again, people might call it pseudo and all that kind of stuff, but no, I call it allowing yourself to let the guidance and the interpretations of the numbers be one of your guide, because the true guide is your intuition. It has always been that. Anybody that has ever dealt with me as a client, they always know I always start off with numbers don't care if you believe in them or not. They work behind the scenes. That's why I wrote in this book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, that's why I wrote in this book, Numerovation for Mental. Let me just show it, because I'm, my background is kind of crazy right now. Well, no, it's not. It's a beautiful room, but it's just, this is my old room when I was a child, so my background, the book Numerovation for Mental Stability, it talks about what the major scientists of the back in the day used to speak about, this universe being a grand architect, a grand mathematical book. I wrote that in that book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. I wrote it, so go get it on Amazon. And I try to show people how to read all the different books out there, how to read all of those books out there, and show and not just reading it for yourself, how to read the words and then apply the words and the interpretation to each word that you read, the positive and the negative, and cross-reference it with other people's books. Lloyd's book, Jackie's books, Helen Hitchcock book, Florence Campbell's book. Whoever's writing anything on numerology at any capacity, whether you go to Gematria or once you start going to Gematria and Kabbalah, now you're going to other levels of understanding the word play that people are putting out there, and how good they can be and how dangerous they can be if you don't use it correctly. Oh yeah, man, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Number crazy, a life of their own, universal energy. Never thought they would follow me, and I am all of them. You and Mr. Carson and our source helped me understand what's going on. Yeah, it all works if you make it work. And I tell people, no, you're not the number. Numbers and astrology and all these things came through to remind you of who you are and how you need to be guided and what you need to pay attention to, the patterns, cycles, and sequences of life, both in the macro realm and in the micro realm. That's what numbers came to remind us to do. That's what numbers came to remind us to do if we're open to allow them to remind us. That's why Dr. B loves what I do. And he will drop even numbers. Remember, he kept on talking about the God power and the number 7. And when they first did the God power, he kept on talking about that number 7 and 7 being that G, and G representing God. Yes, in the Pythagorean system, the word G adds up to the letter G adds up to a number 7. But in the Chaldean system, it adds up to a number 3, which deals with expansion and expression. So that 7, the word God leads with those two numbers from two different perspectives, but you can use those two different perspectives and become fortunate at it, because 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now, most numerologists will never do that. Will never add a system from one system to another system. They just leave it plain and go across. I add it just in case I want to see something else, because it helps me to add on and carry into another frequency. When you add the meaning, the numerical meaning of the word Google, like if I add the numerical meaning of the word Google, in the Pythagorean is a number 7, and then in the Chaldean is a number 1. 1 plus 7 equals 8. No doubt Google is making money. Who is the founder of Google? Let's do it. Okay, let's. Who is the founder of Google?
Larry Page. According to Britannica, Google is an American search engine company founded in 1998 by Sergey Brin and Larry Page. Since 2015, Google has been a subsidiary of the holding company Alphabet, Inc.
These people are billionaires or millionaires. And guess, Sergey Brin is a Russian. Now, that's why when I see these people playing games with Russia and all that kind of stuff, America play games with Russia, you got companies like Russia that owns Google. Think about that. Born August the 21st, 1973. He born the same day as Umar Johnson and Usain Bolt. I want y'all to think about what I am saying to y'all right now. And when you add the 8 plus the 21, that equals 29. And 29 is the number adds up to the number 11, which is the fame and fortune number. So Mr. Brin, Sergey Brin from out of Moscow, born in Moscow, Germany in 1973, is partner with Google. And Larry Page, when is his birthday? March 26, 1973. Both of them born the same. One born and the other one born in Lansing, Michigan. Now, isn't Lansing, Michigan one of those where the military, I think it's where CIA or FBI is at? Big up to them. Big up to them. Big up to the CIA, FBI. They might be watching. But Larry Page is born March 26th, the same day as Teddy Pendergrass, the same day as one of my good friends, Katrina Thomas. She's born on the 26th. But that's a money number, a money frequency. And when you add 3 plus 26, 27, 28, 29, both of them have the same alignment number. One born August the 21st, which adds up to a 29, which is 11, which is a master number of fame and fortune. One born March the 26th. This is not coincidence. One born in Langston, Michigan. One born in Moscow, Germany. Team up. This is not coincidence. I'm trying to tell y'all. And this is my first time Googling them up. I'm just showing you that numbers pay attention to patterns, cycles, and sequences. This is not coinky-dink. Both of them have an 11 alignment number. Go figure that one out. Both of them have an 11 alignment number. Let me say that again for the people in the back of the universe. One born March, 3 plus 26 equal 3 plus 26. Let me do it again. Adds up to 29. 2 plus 9 equals 11. The other one born August the 21st. And that adds up to 29, which is 11. Their alignment number is a master number, and it's known as the fame and fortune number. I can drop the mic right now. I can really drop the mic, how everything is in sync with each other. Everything is in sync. No. Somebody said, do our birthday numbers hold more weight than our numbers on the net? No. Everything has their perspective. The birthday is there to reveal the lessons, the personality, the paths, and the alignment on the pinnacles and the challenges. The name is the gift, talent, skills, expression, soul urge, outer you, inner you. All of them have their significant meanings. And they're all here to serve the whole body. Just like all the organs in your body. If you pull one out, it's going to disturb the body. If you pull one of the other organs out, it will disturb the body. No, everything came to serve a purpose. Please look at it. Look at it. Look at it that way. Don't claim that. Some people come to me and say, what's my life path and my life purpose and my this and that? And every one of those numbers you can activate, because at the end of the day, you are the master of them. And that's why I put that in the back of my book. All of my numerology book thus far and towards the back of my book ends with this quote. And I'm getting ready to close off on this note. In the back of my book, there's a quote on page 94 of Numerovation for Mental Stability, and also in back of my book called Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. It says, men and women are superior to the stars if he or she lives in the power of superior wisdom. Such a person, being master over heaven and earth by means of his or her will, is magus or magi. And magic is not sorcery, but supreme wisdom. You are the gods of numbers. You are the gods of astrology. You are connected. Your microcosmic universe is connected to the macrocosmic universe. Does it take work to be able to manipulate them and move like you're that God? Yes, it does take work, because some of us, including myself, has fought the powers. We got the power. We got the power. Billy Carson is showing us that we got the power. Various leaders in time have showed us that we got the power. Various men and women of time have showed us, both black and white and Indian and Asian, have showed us that we got the power. but it's how you use that power. And like I said, karma and dharma, very important. Karma and dharma is very important to pay attention to. Karma and dharma, it's very important to pay attention to. Karma and dharma, very important to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And Sister California just sent me something. Okay, yeah, Sister Freedom is cool, people. Sister Freedom is cool, people. Sister Freedom is cool. Let me text her real quick. Sister Freedom is cool. It's cool. She born April 30th. I'll give her Sister Freedom's birthday is April 30th. So yeah, Sister Freedom interviewed me and Phil Valentine. She's cool. Yeah, she's born April 30th. Big up to Sister Freedom from Unscrambled Minds. You know, yeah, Sister Freedom is cool. You know, big up to Sister Freedom from Unscrambled Minds. I've been on her show, Phil Valentine, Rod Hayes. A lot of people been on her show. Enough respect. As long as they don't, as long as people don't go there to try to debate. So I think she's inquiring about going to bringing Rizza Islam on. So I just had to say that she was born April. Her birthday coming up, so I got to make sure I shout her out for her birthday too. But on that note, family, thank you so much for all those people that gave a Cash App or a PayPal. I didn't see any Cash App, but I seen Super Chat. Yeah, people can send Super Chat. It is taking care of another part of the family business, and that's good. It's clearing up some other stuff. So your brother can do certain things and travel and probably come on over to England and all that and go to Jamaica and go to the Caribbean myself. I can't wait once I clear up my passport and everything. Man, I'm going to be on tour. He's on a world tour with Muhammad, my man. I'm going to be on a world tour. Breaking down this numerovation, baby. Yeah, gratitude to all of y'all too. And look out again. Make sure if you're in Atlanta, because I'm in New York, but I'm not going to be out here for too long. I was supposed to visit some family in Jersey, but they have a lot of people at the house, so I wasn't able to go there. But if you're going to be in the Capitol Heights, if you're going to be in the Capitol Heights, E-Life Restaurant is having and hosting Ashra Kwesi speaking about African origin of the Bible and Judaism. Baba Kwesi always on them topics, boy. I love him. But when he comes to me, we switch it up a little. We always switch it up because I'm that young energy. I gotta tap in. Sister Myra Kwesi, Sisters in the Struggle, Black Women Liberation. Now, I'm gonna have them in October. It's going to be a 2-day event. October 12th, tribute to Dick Gregory. I just confirmed Baba, if you heard me on Brother Rich's show, I confirmed Brother Rich and Baba, Dr. B Serious to speak about Dick Gregory on October 12th. So make sure y'all get your tickets. As soon as the early bird tickets come to play, y'all need to get in there. And then October 13th, salute to our ancient culture with Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi. Of course, Mira Ashra Kwesi is going to be teaching on ancient culture and all that, but Mira Kwesi is going to go into the fashion world of ancient fashion, like she did in Kemet and all that, the fashion world. That's what she's going to do. So that's going to be a 2-day weekend. I'm celebrating 29 years in promotion professionally because I've been doing this since I was 12. And if I did that, it would be probably almost 50 years. Yeah, it'd be 50 years of promotion if I said I did it from 12. But professionally, King Simon Productions celebrates 29 years professionally. But in general, I started at 12 years. I'm 57 years of age now. So you imagine 12 years, I'll be there. It's been my 40-something birthday, 40-something year of promotion. But professionally at SOBs, that's where I started at. And so this 2-day special is happening. Y'all need to get your ticket. If you buy both tickets, for both days, you get a discount, $20 discount if you pay for both days. If you pay for one, it's one price. If you pay for both days, it's a $20 discount. And this, like I say on the bottom, this will be in Stone Mountain Village. Location to be announced. It will not be at the same place for Ashwa Kwesi. There's a new building that my friends are building, a new venue that they're about to open. And I want to host the both days there. Comedy show by Dick Gregory's nephew. I'm going to confirm his payment and everything. I'm going to confirm Baba Ashwa Kwesi send their deposit, send Dick Gregory's son, nephew his deposit, because Brother Rich and Dr. B Sirius is going to do. They said it right online. Y'all heard it on the Brother Rich show with Dr. B. When I came up, I wanted Dr. B and also Brother Rich, because Brother Rich hosted him. And I'm going to have Blue Pill and Red Pill perform 2 songs, just 2 songs from their album, because they used to host Dick Gregory also. And I want people to show some love to Dick Gregory, you know what I'm saying? Like I did when I brought him to Brooklyn, New York, at the old mosque where Malcolm X helped to build. And back in the day, Brooklyn 7C was over there off of Putman and Bedford Avenue. I brought Dick Gregory there. You can go on my YouTube channel, Dick Gregory, Queen of Four, and yes, Brother Polite was there. Yep, he was one of the opening speakers for Dick Gregory. At that time, he was in his metaphysic thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he went to after Hollywood, that's his business. I don't know. But yeah, Dick Gregory, Queen of Four, and Brother Polite. And even Queen Neat was also a speaker. She helped me to bring on Queen of Four. Her name is Empress Belkis now. So big up to her. But yeah, I want to see y'all out there. It's going to be a powerful event. Vendors are going to be welcome. Food will be provided by Blue Pill and his wife, Rashida, for both days. I want them to provide food for both days. Like I used to do with Polite, like I used to do with Queen of Four's family. I used to have them as my official chef. I want to stay focused. Every other vendor can come, but the food vendor is going to stay one-stop shop right there with them, with Brother Blue Pill and Red Pill. And if y'all came to Brother Rich's show, the food was good. If y'all came to Brother Rich's event, the Party Club 363, the food was good. Blue Pill and his wife, I just want them to have more pies. They had some great vegan pies. Man, the food was delicious, yo. Telling you. Food was delicious. Dick Gregory tribute online. Will it be online? I don't know. I got to find out if I can record or if I can yeah. I'll probably do a live. The live stream will definitely be for the live stream will be a live stream for the Dick Gregory tribute. And the closer will be the comedy show. The comedy show with his nephew, Mark Gregory. This brother is profound. Let me go to his Instagram real quick and show y'all his Instagram real quick. Mark Gregory is a funny dude, yo, comedian extraordinaire. Let me see, Mark Gregory. There it is, Mark Greg. Let's go to his so I'm confirming a lot with him now. He looks just like Dick Gregory too. Let me upload this. He looks like Dick Gregory too. He looks like Dick, although he's his nephew. He looks like Dick Gregory. So that's him. That's him. Let me turn on the sound. Let me see if I get the sound on. Dick Gregory's. Of
course, you want to go to Golden Corral for Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm dating a cougar. Of course, she's gonna make me dress like her first husband, Roland, for Valentine's Day. I'm dating a cougar. Of course, I gotta submit and Lorna doing cookies for Valentine's Day. I'm dating a cougar for Valentine's Day. Of course, she's gonna ask me to get her medicine. I'm dating a cougar. Of course, you want to go to Golden Corral for Valentine's Day. Ooh, I'm dating a cougar. Of course she's gonna make me just like her person. When OGs get mad, they got a completely different fight verbiage. Okay,
This is Dick Gregory's nephew.
No, Mr. Ed gonna give you this. All right now. All right, hey, all right now, slow your roll, young fella, right? Then they start saying stuff that makes sense, but it don't make sense. Hey, slow your roll, young man. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you don't want my apples, don't shake my tree, huh? You hear that? Old heads don't throw punches. You know what they do?
October 12th, people. October 12th.
The whole time he beating you up. Yeah, they will have you over in the corner like this. This would be like right here. God dang it, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about me. God dang it, you done had a whole lot to say doing your little presentation. I don't appreciate none of that, huh?
Yeah, he's hilarious.
I told you about messing with Ed, didn't I? Ain't that what I told you? What did I tell you, young fella? I told you if you don't want my apples, don't shake my tree. Ain't that what? Now I just shook my tree. Look at that.
Hold up, look.
Red.
Hold up. That's not Dick Gregory's son. That's not Dick Gregory's son. That's Dick Gregory's nephew. That's his nephew. So I'm in talks with him. I'm gonna send him his deposit next month because I definitely want him. He's funny as hell. He gave me a great rate because I worked with his uncle before, and I'm gonna sit down and interview him real quick because after he does his comedy show, I'm gonna end it with an interview because Dick Gregory is the one that inspired him to be a comedian. And I'm so proud of his journey. I met him twice. I met him in Brooklyn at Ray DeJean's spot, Laughaholics. And then I met him at another spot over there in Nicholas because he was performing at a comedy show near Nicholas. I met him at that spot. So, and I told him, yeah, I worked with your father before. I mean, your nephew. I mean, we keep on, he looks just like Dick Gregory also, but all of the family look alike, except the women. The women don't look like Dick Gregory, all of them. They have certain features, but they look like, he looks like that's one of Dick Gregory brothers' sons. So October 12th and 13th, we're going to have the tribute to Dick Gregory with Mark Gregory as a closing comedy show, libation, buffet dinner by Blue Pill and his wife. And then on October 13th, salute to our ancient ancestors with Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi with a buffet dinner again with Brother Blue Pill and his wife. And tickets goes on sale on July 1st on Linktr.ee /King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktr.ee /King Simon the Numerovator. We're gonna have a good time. I'm telling you. You think he is hilarious? Go to his IG. His IG. Let me copy his IG and put it up here and share his IG with him. Yeah, so y'all can go to his IG and support him on IG. Dick Gregory's nephew, very funny dude. He carries himself like Dick Gregory. He talk about them cougars. He ain't afraid to talk about them cougars now. You know what I'm saying? Them cougars be wanting to get it in with him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when I was younger, cougars was coming at me, but I didn't understand that they were cougars. I was 16, 17, and I was dating somebody 20-something years of age. Yo, 17, 18. I was dating somebody 29 years of age. So I know how that could be. Oh, man. So here's his IG. I'm going to put his IG. Follow him on IG. Comic Mark Greg. Follow him on IG. I'm sorry. Follow him on IG. Comic Mark Greg. Dick Gregory's nephew. Hilarious, conscious, clean, funny comedy. You know, he's similar to his uncle, but he brings another flair of this day and time. That his uncle brought, and he's very funny, very funny. So October 12th and October 13th, that's going to be a powerhouse of an event. And I told Carrie Ann she needs to be there. I ain't playing with her. She needs to be in town. Even if I have to keep her up at my place, she could be at my, I got 4 bedrooms. So she, we got to do what Bobby Hemmett and them used to do, sleep at people's house, sleep at people's house. Instead of paying for all these big hotel rooms and all that kind of stuff, hey, can have a whole dinner party at the house while I got 2 other rooms that other people can sleep at. You know what I'm saying? Other my guests that might be coming into town. So, boom, make sure y'all support Carrie Ann Ingram. Also, make sure y'all support my son, of course. Support my son and his in the studio with him and Jeff and the crew. Make sure y'all support Lloyd Strayhorn. Show him some love. Make sure if you book a session with me, text me at 443-474-961-022. Get my books on Amazon or go to my Linktree /King Simon the Numerovator. Also, Go to my Linktree. Well, this will be coming soon on my Linktree. I'm going to be dumping a lot of stuff in my son's studio, and he's going to mix it for me. And don't forget, this new book is coming out too. Had a little issues with it, but it's all good. I'm going to make sure I'm releasing this children's book, so it's going to be good. And again, big up to Blue Pill doing their thing and Red Pill doing their thing. Also, big up to Baba Ashra Kwesi tomorrow, and Blue Pill and Red Pill tomorrow. Riza Islam on the 27th and 28th. May 3rd and 4th, Gathering of the Grandmasters, the one, the only Bill McLeod's 80th birthday. And I just spoke to Professor Zahalia. She said she's going to be there. And, of course, Infundishi is coming to Spiritual Legacies also on the 10th. And I believe tomorrow, Live Wire is going to be doing something. I forgot the sister's name, man. She's doing something tomorrow also at Nicholas. So big up to the Nicholas crew. They're doing something with the sister that does the wire raps. All right. So have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Thank y'all very much for hanging out with me for 1 hour and 33 minutes and 48, 49, 50 seconds. I hope y'all enjoy. Remember, I will be back with the numerovational perspective. Will return next week. The chalkboard will never be the same again. I will be back on the chalkboard when I get back to New York. I will be back on the chalkboard. All right. And we're going to start breaking down some other stuff that I've been writing down and putting in my head so I can break down when it comes to these numbers and show you how these living frequencies can live with you or they can live without you. They don't care if you believe in them or not. It's all right. Number 3, 1, 5, and 8 do not care if you believe in them or not. The frequencies will work behind the scenes, just like the flower of life that you see on my thing here. The flower of life is always working, and that's a mathematical pattern in itself. Big up to the flower of life. Big up to Terrence Howard that be breaking it down about the flower of life also. Big up to him. All right. Peace and love. Take care, and we'll talk on the other side. One love. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually. Right. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't. Yeah, his show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny. Yes. By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
Hey everyone, I'm Elizabeth Carson, and I'm thrilled to introduce to you an extraordinary weekend event happening right here in Miami, Florida on August 3rd and 4th. It's none other than the second annual Forbidden Conscious Awards weekend. After the tremendous success of last year's event with over 1,200 attendees from around the globe, we knew we had to make this year's event even more spectacular. On Saturday, we have a captivating conference lined up featuring world-renowned speakers such as Muhammad Ibrahim, Merkaba 13, Robert Grant, Billy Carson, and a women's panel hosted by yours truly. Following the conference, we'll set sail for a VIP yacht cruise at sunset, where you'll have the chance to mingle with your favorite nominees and celebrity guests, all hosted by 19 Keys. Sunday, August 4th, kicks off with a Forbidden Knowledge book publishing signing event, followed by the highly anticipated second annual Forbidden Conscious Awards. This is a red carpet affair, so come dressed to impress. Remember last year we surprised a lucky guest with an Audi A4 during the awards, and this year we're upping the ante with a chance to win a Mercedes-Benz. So make sure you secure your tickets early. This event is sure to sell out quickly. I cannot wait to see see each and every one of you there for what promises to be an unforgettable weekend of education, inspiration, celebration, and glamour.
It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.